Moving on, Sri Lanka's central bank raised rates as expected to curb growing inflationary pressures and urged the government to consider measures including curbing non-essential imports and raising fuel prices to overcome economic challenges being faced.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka (CBSL) raised the standing deposit facility rate and the standing lending facility rate by 100 basis points each to 6.50% and 7.50%, respectively, to curb growing inflationary pressures. CBSL in a statement said that domestic economic activity has been affected by recent adverse global developments and surging commodity prices that have disrupted supply chains and power supplies. With foreign exchange reserves dwindling, Sri Lanka has been unable to pay for enough fuel to fire its power plants, and the country has implemented rolling power cuts to over 7 hours across the country. CBSL made a list of recommendations to the government, asking it to incentivize remittances and investments further, curb non-urgent imports, raise fuel and electricity tariffs, monetize non-strategic and underutilized assets, among other things. Earlier this week, International Monetary Fund said Sri Lanka needs to tighten its monetary policy to contain rising inflation, put its high debt repayments on track, and reverse one of the worst financial crises the country has faced in years. Sri Lanka's reserves have plunged 70% since 2020, dwindling to $2.36 billion at the end of January. But the island nation has debt repayments of about $4 billion this year. The dollar scarcity has prompted some analysts and rating agencies to warn of a potential default. On Thursday, Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa appointed new ministries for energy and power, the president's press office said, after a snap cabinet reshuffle in the midst of a deepening economic crisis and fuel shortages. Power Minister Gamini Lokuge has been appointed as the Energy Minister, while Transport Minister Pavitra Vanai was made the new Power Minister. The ousted ministers Udaya Gammanpilla and Vimal Veeravansa are coalition members of the ruling Sri Lanka Podujana Perumuna. Parliamentarian S.B. Disanayake has been appointed as the new Industries Minister.